reactant. And this is the reactant. Sorry about that. That is used first in a reaction. And I'm going to write in parentheses, it's the lesser number in stoic.
The lesser?
So L, lesser limiting reactant, the lesser number. I know it's like a funny idea. I could have said the small, but I want you to think L and L. It's the lesser number. Okay? The excess reactant is the reactant left over. Okay? So this is the bigger number in stoic. Okay? So we're going to do stoic problems, and the lesser number that you get means that it's the limiting reactant. So let me tell you what I mean. So in Father of the Bride, where Steve Martin gets really upset because there's 8 hot dogs to 12 packages of buns, which one is the limiting reactant? The hot dogs. So the hot dogs, because, right, you run out of hot dogs first. That's the lesser number. You run out of hot dogs first. The extra is the buns. Okay? So take a second to explain why is that the lesser, or why is that the limiting reactant?
Me too. I said I got the same exact thing that you got.
People make fun of me.
Why are you talking?
Be nice. Okay. Remember, it's the limiting reactant because hot dogs get used up first, so that's the limiting reactant. LR. And buns are left over, so that's the excess reactant. Okay? Again, this is probably a question that we will see on the test. So write the balanced equation for the following reaction. So Ca, again, we know it's CaCl, right? But what is the correct formula? Right, because Ca is 2 plus and Cl is 1 minus, so it has to be CaCl2. And put a line in front because we have to balance.
NaCl.
So we know it's Na. CO3, carbonate is CO3. So CO3, but carbonate is 2 minus and Na is plus 1. So we have to have Na2. Perfect. Excellent. So sodium chloride, Na, that's plus 1, and Cl is, 1 minus, so just Na and Cl. And calcium we said was 2 plus, and the carbonate was 2 minus, so it's just CaCO3. Let's now make it balanced.
Can we do this by ourselves?
Yeah, go ahead.
No. Hurry up, please.
1
You have to
Ca,
learn sometime.
1 Ca, 2 Cls, 2 NAs, 2 NAs, CO3.
Wait, there's 2. Oh, there's not. 1121.
Mm-hmm.
1121.
Okay, so I will help you out. I will give you the molar masses. CaCl2 is 110.98. So this is the second thing that you do because we know, I'm just telling you, we're going grams to grams. 110, 105.99 grams.
Oh, it's always going to be grams to grams.
No, it just depends on the problem we give you. So like that review sheet that we did, sometimes it was moles to grams, sometimes moles to moles, but
I don't like grams.
limiting reactant, always grams to grams. Yep.
I like most moles. I don't like grams to grams.
Of course, because moles to
Yeah.
moles is the easiest. Ethan, can you pick that up, please? Yes, moles to moles is the easiest for sure, but grams to grams,
It's
sorry.
the long
But that's
game.
for, it does take an hour. Limiting reactant.
Yeah, you know how
Okay.
long it took me to do that sapling last night?
I know, I
did it at
appreciate you
10 o'clock
guys.
at night. It took me like an hour.
Okay, so 5.21 grams. Stay
Wait,
with
it's
me.
due
Stay
Tuesday?
with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. How many grams of calcium carbonate should we get? So we start with 5.21 grams of CaCl2. Remember, let's use our periodic table as our guide. I like to do the units first. That's just me. Okay, so I know grams of CaCl2 goes to 1 mole of that stuff, so mole CaCl2. Next is the mole ratio. So mole CaCl2 to mole. Where am I going to? CaCO3, calcium carbonate. 1 mole of that stuff goes to that many grams of that stuff. So now I put in the numbers. So grams of CaCl2 is 110.98. I know, so yeah, definitely make sure you can fit it in there. CaCl2, the number is 1. CaCO3, 1. 1 mole, grams 100. Yes, in this case it is, but that's not always true.
Wait, let me do this one.
Yes.
Don't talk nobody. 4.69.
Are people getting 4.69
Yeah.
grams of CaCO3? Okay, but that's just one of the reactants, calcium chloride, right? To do limiting reactant, you have to do grams to grams of the other reactant. Take it all the way to grams again of calcium carbonate, and then you choose the lesser of the two. That's how you do limiting reactant. I know it's a long problem. I know, but that's just the way you do it. And again, that's why it's the end of the unit. That's the big hurrah. So we start again with 5.21
You only have a month left.
grams of sodium carbonate, which is the other reactant, Na2. Yes. No, it will not, because you're going to have different number of grams. Oh, I don't know. So grams of Na2CO3, mole Na2CO3.
Wait, so we have to do another gram to gram?
Right, with the other reactants. So with the first one we did with CaCl, now we do it with Na2. And we see of the two, which is the lesser one. That's limiting reactant. Go ahead, Peter.
What's the answer for
4.69. Sorry, I moved it over. And then I keep going. Now it's the mole ratio, Na2CO3, 2 moles of CaCO3, mole CaCO3, 2 grams CaCO3. Now I put my numbers. So Na2 is 105.99 is 1 mole. The ratio, Na2, 1, CaCO3, 1, nice easy one. And then 100.09.
It's the same.
Oh my God, Tanya, I swear.
It's like
Stop.
really close now. It's really close. Alright.
I just choked on the candy. Oh my god,
Okay, so now we have 2 ones. So of the 2, we can only make the lesser, right? Because we're limited by the chocolate chips. We're limited by the lesser one. So the lesser one is 4 point. So what's the theoretical yield? What should we make? We should make 4.69 grams of CaCO3, right? Because it's the lesser one. So which is the limiting reactant? Is it the calcium chloride or the sodium carbonate? So which is the lesser
Sodium.
one?
Sodium carbonate.
Is this the lesser one or this one?
Sodium.
it's calcium.
Calcium carbonate.
The excess is the sodium.